finally get to make applesauce. And I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to make applesauce. I have, there's 3 apple trees outside, so it behooves me to learn how to do this really good. And they've made it here before, but I kind of like my simple way. I made it a few weeks ago for the girls, and they love it. They like how the little chunks come out. I'll show you how that gets done, and it's real simple. It doesn't take that long. I did it with 4 apples last time, big 4 Gala apples that Kathy liked, but they were expensive. So I looked for the cheapest apples, which were $1.48 a pound, and I got 6 of them here, and they're really nice Fuji apples. Wash the apples a little bit and peel them. I'll do one, and then I ain't gonna show you all of them. One's enough. You'll get bored. Okay. You don't have to peel 100% of the apple, but I start with the top. It's like the Arctic, but I don't have to get the North Pole. Okay, and then the bottom, I get a little bit. Good enough. Okay, and then the sides. I can't imagine how many times I'm going to do this with all those apples, but still, it's I think a little bit better than. And I think I get more of the apple. I've weighed these apples, and once I get done, I'm going to weigh them again once they're ready to cook. There, a peeled apple, more or less, except for the very bottom and top, which you'll see I'll get to in a minute, or I'll get 90% of it. Alright, I'm going to take the apple and I cut it in half as best I can. Take the coring, melon baller, and just take out that center. Then I take that little paring knife and just a little triangle cut. Little triangle cut, same down here, triangle cut, and there we have almost. And if you want a little more peel off, I mean, it doesn't take much to grab that off, and then this part, that'd be okay. Alright, this, you can soak this in the fruit fresh stuff or lemon juice if you want to keep it from browning, but since I'm going to cook these pretty soon, it's ready to go. The other half, I'll show you again. Just melon ball out the core. This works on the pears too. I canned a pear halves last year, and we ate them a few months later, and they were really good. Okay, there's one apple. That didn't take long. Let me do the... Okay, I'll cut a few up for you. You can use any method you like, but just don't cut your finger. Okay, we're going to slowly cook them down and then mash them, so... You don't have to make them too big. You could put them in a food processor and do all that stuff, but they cook down and you'll see. You see how they turn out. Okay, you've seen enough cutting. Alright, excuse my movement. I'm going to weigh what I have cut off here, and we'll figure out how much I threw away and how much I still have, because when I bought these they were 4.0, I think 1 pound or something, but they were 4 pounds. Alright, the bowl weighs 4 ounces, I weighed it. So they end up being, you take 4 off that, 3.3 pounds, 4 ounces. I ain't going there. Anyway, apples go in, and let's put them on the stove. Looking good. They're kind of big chunks, but they'll cook down. We cook them slowly, keep stirring them, and they'll break down. I also put some juice in here. Let's stop this and get the juice. I cook this down medium heat right now, and I'm going to put some juice in here, like maybe a cup to start with. Some people use water, some people use apple juice. So, boiling away, stirred up. Whoa, boiling real good. Turn it down. And we're just stirring it. Okay, non-actors were involved. So I'm stirring it up and starting to mash it down a little bit, seeing how soft they get, not really pushing it too hard. And we'll just let them cook a little bit more, a bit longer. And then cover back up, let it cook some more. We turned it down, and there we go. All right, cooking a while. You can see it's boiling away. Chunks are getting a little bit softer, I'm sure. All right, it's been cooking away for a while. Mashed it down a little bit. Ooh, yeah. Mash it in the middle, so try to stay away from the sides. Juice is cooked down now, and I just like to kind of mash all the big chunks. Down a little bit more. But you can see as it mashes them, little chunks move to those squares. So it's like little, I don't know if you can see that. Zoom in, Homer. There we go. See the little kind of rectangle, square things? I don't mash it any more than that. I try to get the bigger things and I leave that. Those will become slightly smaller as it cooks down. And, oh, wrong way. Alright. At this point, I've seasoned it up. Should I say sweeten it up? And I usually try a little. You may like it like that. Knowing the people that I feed, they're not happy unless they get. I was going to get a cup of sugar because I added a cup to the 4 apples last time. Now I got 6 apples, so it's going to be a little less sweet, but you can sweeten to taste. That's 2 half cups, actually a little bit lower than half cups. So, also, let's get that cinnamon in here now. Cinnamon. Why do they put the little things on cinnamon? You know. This is a half a teaspoon measuring, so there's half a teaspoon. Another half a teaspoon. Kind of a big half teaspoon, but it's cinnamon. Cinnamon. Kathy used to have a dog named Cinnamon. Cinnamon, let me in. Oh, that's enough. That's probably too much nutmeg, but like cinnamon, you're never too much. All right, let's stir that up. Oh man, do I smell that? You gotta be careful stirring, this stuff's hot. And all you're basically trying to do when you cook this is just soften the apple and take out as much liquid as you want. Make it as runny as you want. In other words, the more you cook it, the more moisture you're going to cook out of it, of course. Okay. All right, another taste test. Yeah, no more seasoning. That's kind of on the sweet side already. And, just in case I miss any of the big ones. And that's about it. I'm going to leave it kind of a little bit chunky like that. Tiny chunks. Okay, this is cooked for about 5 minutes, and I can tell it's pretty much cooked all the juice out of it, and it's some big chunks, but that's okay. It's I like it. I don't want to push it anymore. Chunky applesauce. All right. Last thing I got to do is give somebody a taste test, and I know they'll love it. Let's get the oven on a fit. Go get the taste test.